Okay, so this, why did I put this? Because I think someone was talking about, look at JT. Okay. Oh, that's their thing, not mine. Okay. So I thought it was my image that I put here. All right. Because the reason I put this, the very first time, it's actually in this channel. Was it? It should be because I was recording for this channel mostly. And when I came across the, what is it? It was a different angle of the arena that they were showing the arena, and I was discussing about the ramp, how it was accessible and all of that. So when I came across this tweet, and it sort of make reference to how they divide the arena, and I thought I'll share it with you. Okay, still impressed with the ingenious way of at Invictus game Dusseldorf configured the arena so indoor events took place in same space. It reminded me of how gymnastic tournaments are configured. Limits need for crowd, movement, confusion, maximizes interaction, Invictus blueprint, Invictus game 2023. See, I did saw it the minute that I saw it, but I was focusing mostly on ramp accessibility. But when you see how they divide it, because I was like, oh, it's a stadium. There's the entire stadium. And then you see different areas. There's an area for the open and closing ceremony, and there's areas for the other games. There's area for here, for instance. I don't know what's down there. So it was very well put. And not only that, it saved money. So they already know at this time from September 9 to the 16th, they're going to use the area. So there's no need for any games or whatever it usually used for. I'm assuming, okay, soccer. All right. And then they probably did like online, you know, with, I'm thinking Photoshop, but it's not Photoshop. How do you call it? It's another, what's the name of that program? I have it right here. I use AutoCAD. That's it, AutoCAD. And then to already make a blueprint and then cut out certain section how this is gonna be used, and then at the end of the when the time come, I mean, I'm sure they do a markup kind of thing, and then they put the pieces together. You understand what I mean? Because they already have the blueprint of this arena. All they need to do is now is, you know, sit at that desk. I know they could do that because I've done this. My husband have done this. When you go do surveys of an existing building and you're gonna remodel it, you're gonna do certain things. Okay, you send somebody at the field, on the field, to do some survey measurement of the floor plan, or if the building department already have the floor plan, you just ask for a copy of it, so you already know how it is. And then you sit at your computer, you draw what you need to draw, and then you already know the measurements or whatever. And then at the end of the day, you just come and plug in together. So that, I'm pretty sure that's what they did. And it's probably the feasible way. And the only thing that would take place outside is, let's say, the race, okay, the track and field or whatever, that would be outside. And the indoor activities, let's say if it rains, it's whatever, everything could still go on as if there's no bad weather. So this is a very feasible way of doing it. And I'm pretty sure if they want to as well, because the size of this arena, okay, they could easily make the track and field possible on the indoors as well. Okay, so that's a perfect blueprint for future or the next place that will be hosting Invictus. Let's say, for instance, Korea is one of the places. South Korea, let's make it sure. South Korea wants to host Invictus. They could look at this model and make it as cheap as possible, but yet keep everybody together. Cheap in the sense where one place have many different games going on. Okay, that's feasible. And then, you know, they could save money, have people coming in because it's the tourism that they want. All right. And the other thing that I've said for Korea, I think I bookmarked something here, is that they want not only tourism to come in, and it would be very helpful for the Asian community to be enlightened, to see a disability still have some battery in them to be part of society. All right, let me read some of the comment. All right, so I read this and I thought that was very interesting. Someone point out a different aspect of it. At the beginning, I point out accessibility, the ramp, and all of that. But this person bring the aspect of different quarters. I think I sort of hit it, but I didn't go too deep into it when I first came across a picture that shows the arena. Okay, glorious addition of the Invictus game. I agree. The organizer for Invictus game Dusseldorf did a fabulous job, and they can probably reuse much of the structures and planning for the inaugural launch of Invictus game Germany in 2024. Cost effective, sustainable. That's it. That's the thing here. Cost effective, sustainable. And I think this is a perfect blueprint for future hosts. Okay, let's say for instance a host country doesn't have an arena and they want to make that investment. They already have some fund made for, because a lot of countries are into football, soccer that is, so they could start doing that and make a double use of that. So this is a perfect thing to do. Okay, and they can probably reuse much of, okay, I read that. Okay, I totally agree. It's awesome engineering. That's it. Engineering, and was very creative too. The atmosphere was electric throughout the games. Bravo to all the organizers. I also like the fact that this was temporary structure. It has since been taken down. That's what I was saying. All right, they do the mock-up in the computer, have a carpenter build it and be able to take it apart and put it together again. And then when it's time, they put it together, and at the end, they remove it. There's a Invictus actually did put something when they were starting to put the things together.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Simon. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
All right, so this blueprint, I think it's perfect that they could easily pass it along. Well, no, because different structure, different countries probably have different set of rules and laws and regulation to how they build their thing. So they will have probably different blueprint. So let me hold that back. All right, next tweet.